of the countryside, you are probably noticing that the soybean fields are starting to change color. So directly behind me, things still look pretty green, but there are fields that are starting to turn yellow, and that means that we're gearing up for harvest time once again. So what I thought I would talk about today is a little bit about the soybean and what actually happens to the soybean after it's combined off the field. So in looking ahead, we will certainly be live in the combine when that's happening to kind of see that view. But today I just want to talk a little bit about where the soybean goes and what's done with it after it is harvested and taken to the elevators and where it goes from there. So here I have an enlarged soybean, and we're going to talk about what all of its, how it gets divided. So first of all, the oil is extracted from the bean. So doing a little live cutting here so you can see this firsthand. Okay, so only 20% of the soybean is used for oil. The other 80% of it is meal. So once that 20% is extracted, then it has different uses in this 20%. So of the 20%, 68% of it goes towards food. So the oil will be used for frying and baking. You could also use this portion for salad dressings and margarine. So 68% of that oil portion goes to that. Of what's left, 25% goes to biodiesel fuels and bioheat. So another portion of the oils. And the very last sliver, 7%, goes into industrial things such as paints and cleaners. So that takes up the 20% of the oil, and the rest that's left, here's your 80%, that is the meal of the soybean. So that can get divided down farther, and we'll see here what the majority of the soybean is actually used for. So you can see this, 97% of it is used in animal feed. So that meal that comes from the soybean goes back into feeding our livestock. And then this 3%, which is what's left, this goes into food products. So this could be your soy milk, tofu, those things. So what I'm challenging you to this weekend, or even today you could start, the next time you grab food out of your pantry or out of your refrigerator, take a look at that label and see if soybeans are on there anywhere. And if there is, and you're surprised by where you're finding it, I'd love to see in the comments what you've come across over the weekend or whenever you happen to see this video. So one of the things in our house that we looked at recently was a Miracle Whip jar. On the ingredient list, soybeans are certainly listed. So even though you may not feel directly connected to your farmers, you may be surprised. Those soybeans may show up on those ingredient lists within your household. So that's what I have for you today. Hopefully you enjoyed it and learned something about where these soybeans go after harvest. With that, have a great rest of your Friday, a wonderful weekend. Share away and follow us on social media. We love seeing you out there. So take care.